I'm so tired of this argument. I'm so tired of being hated. I'm tired of my people being hated. I don't want another person to feel the way I felt, the way I feel. My name is Kyra. I am 21 years old and I'm a lesbian. I was born into a Catholic family. Catholicism had a really heavy influence on my life and my family. When I was growing up, we always went to the same church in my hometown. It was kind of like bittersweet because I did get a real sense of community, and I was I felt at home there for a while. But then there were some things that I couldn't make peace with. I was a really scared kid. I was really fearful of going to hell. And that was really scary and isolating. From the time I started high school on, I had a lot of mental health problems, and I can't really separate that from my relationship with God. When I was 14, I started to lose my faith. It was so scary and I felt so alone. I started cutting myself, all because I was struggling to figure out who I was and how I could be this way. My sophomore year of high school, I had a romance with one of my best friends. She and I were really close. But then when I first got asked out by a guy, I ended up saying yes because it was the first time anyone had asked me out, and because I didn't want to be different. I didn't want to be gay. And I stayed in that relationship for 3.5 years until I started college. Because I was trying to convince myself I could like men, a lot of things happened to me that I wish hadn't. I was a target for sexual violence when I was 14, and in my mind, I can't separate that abuse from me feeling abandoned by God and by the church. Knowing that I missed out on years of being my true self and dating women is really saddening for me. But not being straight felt dirty. It felt wrong. It's so much harder to be gay than it is to be straight. And I tried for so long to be straight. I tried for so long to have that easy, simple lifestyle. And I couldn't make it work. I couldn't do it. Being gay isn't a choice, because I've tried. Now that I'm comfortable calling myself a lesbian, I get to start from the beginning. I'm just beginning to live my life. Long after I decided that I didn't believe in a Catholic God, the influence of what I had been taught still gives me grief to this day. I have seen my fair share of hatred, and I know of a lot of other people, even the lucky ones like me and some of my friends. We see hatred on a daily basis, and that's really not okay. So the lucky ones see hatred. The unlucky ones don't even make it. I almost didn't make it. The sequence of events that followed me losing my faith, the abuse that occurred because I tried to convince myself I could be straight. I attempted suicide and I almost didn't make it. I want Christians, those radical Christians who hate LGBT people, to finally stop displacing blame and just own up to the fact that you've hurt people. Just own up to it, apologize for it, make efforts to change. It's so past due. Change in the Catholic Church is so past due. I don't believe that this hatred will be forever. I don't believe that my generation and generations to come will allow this kind of thing to continue happening. So change should be made now.